Good morning, all. I hope you slept well. I did indeed. I had a couple things come to me. I did. It's crazy because right before I started this video, there was a video where it said, "You're done pretending what was happening to you was and is normal." Yeah, I would agree on that. And definitely done pretending. For sure. And it's mind-boggling. I don't think I'll ever understand how easily swayed my community was to jump in on the bandwagon. It's crazy. That's something I'm not sure I'll ever understand. I'm not saying the whole community, but I dang sure know there is quite a few. And I know who you are too. But I know it's big. I know it's tippity top. I'm not unaware of what follows me, with that cherry on top. So I'm well aware of how people operate. When you work for a company for 8.5, 9 years and you come to realize that they're a con man, yeah, you picked up on some things. So you recognize that in people. It's really easy to pick up on when men are being con men, right? Call it what you may, but it's the truth. And birds of a feather flock together. That they do. And so there's a lot of birds of a feather flocking together because they know what they do to make a living. And they know what they do they know what they do in reference to how to getting the abundance of wealth that they have. And it's stepping on people. And it's doing wrong by people. It's taking advantage of the system. It's taking advantage of their position. It's taking advantage of their title. Yeah, so call it what you may. But yeah, I am done pretending. Done pretending, to say the least. Spicy video. It came to me. Teach people how to treat you. That's something I had to learn in the last year, is teaching people how to treat me. It's a hard thing. It's a very, very hard thing. God takes you through the darkness. This came to me last night too. God takes you through the darkness to get to the light because he wants you to see that the only way to get through the darkness is leaning on him, connecting with him, embarking on the trials and the tribulations with him, evolving with him. God, the divine, the most high spirit, the Holy Spirit, right? And so you go through the darkness and then you get to the other side and you start seeing that light. And then once you get to the other side, you start seeing that light. That's when you start training people how to treat you. That's when you start demanding respect. Demanding respect. You give respect, right? But you demand it too. And you don't pretend that what people do to you is okay when it comes to mistreatments, when it comes to poor behavior, when it comes to gaslighting, manipulation, coercion, bribery, setups, scapegoats, all of it. All of it. I mean, in different ways, we're all facing that in many, many different ways. And so you have to get to a place in your life, in your walk, where you're like, I'm not going to tolerate this. I don't deserve to be treated like this. I've done nothing wrong. 99% of the people don't even know me from the back end. Now, when it comes to my community and stuff like that, people are just, I've always carried a really, I don't know, people have just not really cared for me. When you have something inside of you that's a little different, a little peculiar, a little unique, sometimes it fluffers people. I realize that. It's crazy too, because all I wanted to do is just create peace in my world and the world around me. But that's just been such a struggle for me, and I've just gotten to a place, by the grace of God, it doesn't affect me anymore, The gang stalking, the cyber attacks, all this stuff with my computer, my devices, yeah, they do have that pull on the resources. I'll give them that. But that's the only pull they have. That's the only pull they have. Like I said, I have no intentions of being in this great state of Florida for very much longer. So I'll give you that nugget. You know what I mean? I'm getting my little duckies in the row the way that I need to, because I will always be resourceful. I'm very adaptable. During my walk and my path of adaptability and using resources and things like that, doesn't mean I'm going to allow people to step on me. And I'm not going to allow people to step on other people for no reason. No reason. It's just ridiculous. You can hold somebody accountable without stepping on them. You dang sure can. I do it all the time. Straight up. I hold people accountable all the time without stepping on them. I conduct the conversation, or I conduct the behavior in with humility and humbleness. You know, if I can feel a conversation as being snarky or condescending or a ploy, I'll very easily insert myself, but in a humility type of way, in a humble way, just letting them know, like, I hear you. I'm present. We're all here. Hi. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't faze me anymore, because I don't care what people think. Because you have to get to a place in your life where you only care what God thinks, what the Most High thinks. That's the only way that you're going to truly live in peace on this beautiful earth that they're tearing us apart. I'll tell you that. For sure. Irresistible. The most powerful one, who has no rival, is the undone when you look at him. I know that's right. You have the capacity to overwhelm the heart of God. Don't rush off without absorbing his truth. Let the revelation incubate within you. You are the object of God's desire. You, despite your weaknesses, with your imperfections, are the one he adores. Look away, he says to you. I can't handle the passion that streams from your eyes. See, that's the thing. That's why I'm so big on the eyes. I know I freak people out with the eyes thing. I'm sorry about that. I do. I go deep in the eyes. I do. There's more to it, but I'm not going to make this video terribly long. I have to work at my second job today. But yeah, you have to teach people how to treat you. And if you don't teach people how to treat you, then you have to take responsibility in allowing people to treat you poorly. Right? Like, I had to face that. Like, I allowed people to walk all over me, step all over me, use me, siphon my energy, steal my ideas. I allowed all these people to do these things. Manipulate me, do all these things. I allowed it. I sure did. Why? Because I was looking for their validation the whole time. Trying to fit in. Trying to chase that bag. Trying to get that, that accolade. Trying to get that American dream. And, it's one of those things. But I had to take responsibility in that. And so do you. If you're living in a world right now where you feel people are treating you poorly and taking advantage of you, you have to ask yourself, why am I allowing it? What about me is allowing it? And then also, find if you're creating some issues too. You know what I mean? Like, even I've made videos about this when it came to my ex. So often enough, a lot of the fights I created, he was the only one that could really take the heat. My job I couldn't let go of because of my non-compete. My son, you know what I'm saying? So he was the only thing that I could let go of. And it's kind of one of those things. Everything's been so divinely orchestrated. But I mean, again, I take full responsibility in everything in my past because I know it wasn't completely him or the company I work for or the people I surrounded myself with, both companies I work for, because I went through the same thing at both of them in different ways, going through it now. But I'm just saying that I no longer allow it. I no longer allow that treatment. So that's why it doesn't affect me. Now, whether it surrounds me or not, of course it surrounds me. Manipulation, gaslighting surrounds us all. Turn on the news. Straight up. But you cannot allow it to affect you and still vibrate high. And these are things that I'm going to unpack later on down the road, but it just came to me. I hope everybody has a great day. I love you. Thank you for all the love and support.